Hello everyone, welcome to yet another. Oh jeez, I forgot that's the new make it. Hi there everyone. Hello, how you doing? Welcome, and today we will be obviously crazy story working on the video. However, I have gotten a fair bit of work done already, so hold on, let me actually open everything up. Let me get everything started. There we go. Now. No. How is everyone doing? Very much like, hi, time behind the how's Mikey? Hi. Hi there. Okay, so first, let's start the most important order of business. I need to open up Cookie Clicker. Because honestly, how do people work without Cookie Clicker on the second screen? I do not know and I will never understand. There we go. Now we can get to work. Hi there, Ash. Hi, what are you doing? We're working on the video. Shocker, I know. Let's move over to the right. Okay, so I have rendered a fair bit lot. The animation I was struggling with last time, I did do it. I managed to. I finally done the thing. Did we render up to 269 or 269? 269, there we go. Okay, which means this, and then 269 plus 64. I think it was plus 64, and then right here plus 64. There we go. Lovely. Render animation. We need to render a couple of those first. Your uncle survived the surgery. That's great. I'm glad to hear. Really, I'm glad to hear. Okay. Now that this is rendering, we actually kind of need to wait for it to render. Oh, whoops. Cookie Clicker it is, I guess. The best game. Alright, now. Okay, so the basic idea will be we'll obviously use this data to analyze how different methods of saving data work, and there are already some interesting things here. So for example, the limit of how far it goes to the left. Oh, that's another thing I could add. Yeah, okay. That's really good. Fun from the furthest point to the right is just the top number divided by 1. The furthest point to the left is just the top number divided by how much? That's a good question. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 63. Divided by 63. So as we keep increasing the top number, just get 1 divided by 63, 2 divided by 63, 3 divided by 63, and so on, so forth. Okay, now. Yeah. No, now we need to wait for this to render, don't we? VAP and that's where good department from. I really hope I didn't miscount the number of frames. Ah, well, happens. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Just I'll try to finish this video today. I don't know if I'll manage to, but I will definitely try. Because to be fair, the next chapter is kind of finished. There isn't much I want to add to this video. I would like to keep it fairly simple. I mean, it is just an episode in a series, so I don't wanna overcomplicate it too much. My bad for caption. I'm a bit of a quick click nerd. Jeez, David, there are other games out there. Super Make It Blue, yeah. It's Super Make It God Blue, actually. To use a full title. And so that's the button. Actually not, we shouldn't move the camera up. Instead what I should do is I should do a top-down view with no perspective. Distribution down. Yeah, the problem is in order to remove the perspective, it's a difficult one. In order to remove the perspective, it would need to be a hard cut. Or I could flatten it actually. That could work. I could just flatten it. So before I instance all the points, I could first flatten it and that... Oh! You can see that this method of presenting hi to someone, hi. We can see that this method of representing Cookie Clicker is not a game, it's a mindset, and coaches don't play. I agree completely. Hold on. This. And Alright, now. Google says Cookie Clicker is a video game. Oh, damn it, I'm conflicted. Because on one hand, I wanna say that you're being lied to, but Google would never lie to you. Google is a very trustworthy and great corporation. I love Google. No, Google isn't a propaganda machine. Google is great. Google is the best source of information, and we should all use it. It's phenomenal. So this that's much downs. What is a downside, however, is the fact we're losing a lot of information here. Yeah, there we go. Mickey has been brainwashed. What do you mean? No. No, we all love Google. We all do. No timing. I'll help you after the stream. Give me a second for now. There we go. A lot of information here. Oh. Whenever the bottom 6 numbers put them 0, huge waste. Whenever the top whenever the tops and 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 9, right? Yeah, top 9 numbers are equal to 0. We just set them all to 0. This is scary. I'm leaving this brainwash stream. No, Google is my favorite corporation. I love Google. Google and YouTube. Those are oh my goodness, I love them so much. They are the best. And anyone who tells you otherwise is just a paid show. Hi there, Even Pie. Huge waste. Problem is that 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2 divided by 4, which is equal to You stole my joke from yesterday. Jeez. Memory. Okay. 1 is equal to divided by 4, which is equal to divided by 6, and so on, so forth. Oh, did the animation finish rendering? Should I do one more or should I not? Because maximum, because one, then we can increasing, decreasing the value divided by higher and higher number each time. Yeah, let's just do one more, because why not? Plus 64. There we go. Pieniądz community green bond start now and używam personal videos z ręką can be very mean duality. Okay. Okay. I think I might be able to finish this video today. That's a might, not a will. But there is the hoping. Hold on, let me just first check. Floating point double. What was that standard? Double precision floating point format, yes. Float 64. It was exponents and sine exponent fraction. The real value is determined by given 64-bit double precision datum with given base exponent. I'm sorry, what now? Alright. So we have... Why is there a sign of -1 there? Oh, to the power of sine. Jeez. Okay. Hold on. Quick question. -1 to the 0th power. Is that +1? Negative number to the power of 0. Okay, it is still the 1. Okay, good. So that makes sense. We have the first as a sine, then sum of the entire fraction, which will be for each I we have the a b. What is a b? Love how Cecilo's going to use DuckDuckGo. Because I don't have to solve a CAPTCHA when I use DuckDuckGo. Okay, so this is -I. What is a b? We're multiplying it 2 by something. Significant bits profile assumed by a given 64-bit double precision datum with a given biased exponent e and 52-bit fraction. What is between numbers exactly the integers for the next range? Everything's multiplied. Am I crazy? What am I missing? Appears 11-bit unsigned integer from 0 to 147 in biased form. Some value represents the actual 0. Exponents range from -1 to this because opponents or zeros for special numbers. The 53-bit significance precision gives from 15 to 17. Yeah, our system representation will be a bit shorter because it will only be 16, which means we kind of want to preserve the... We might need to remove the sign. We might need to tell the sign to piss off. 52 divided by 11 times 16. That is not what I meant at all. Hold on. No, I did that incorrectly. 11 divided by 53 times 16. 3. So we'll need to reserve 4 for the powers and 12 for the fraction. Alright. This equation makes perfect sense if not for the b. What is the b? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Alright. The bit! Fucking hell, I'm such an idiot. The bit. Right, of course. I thought for some reason that too was. There were, of course, it can't be implied, you bloody idiot. Okay. Yeah, it's the bit. And then multiply by 2 to e minus this, the exponent. Right, our number will be a bit smaller, it will be 4 digits. This is a half, correct? No, wait, 11. Calculator, 2 to the 11th. Yes, this is a half, because we also want it. Alright. That makes sense, which means in our case, that won't be quite the equation. That's because we only have 16 bits. Meaning that our equation will look like this. We won't have the sign, we'll have 1 plus sum of I equals 1, 14, 12, b 12 minus 1, minus I, of course, to negative I, and then all of this multiplied by 2e to the minus, oh, I'll have the negative as well, right? $15. 6, so 15. 7. It will be a fair bit shorter. A fair bit shorter. Reckon you were trumped by Greenland. Why are you getting political for no reason? We're having a nice Blender animations live stream, and you're just getting political out of nowhere. Uncalled for. Truly uncalled for. By the end of next week, I'll finish voiceover one segment of many Mercury Cornets. Well, good for you then, good for you. And the bond original lines. Wait, where are we? High each time. Okay, so that's where we are. Until we feel the bottom number to move up and divide to the right. The furthest point to the right is the top number divided by 1. That's my for each of these dots. It's just the one at the bottom. The furthest point to the left is just the top number divided by 63. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, this is still rendering. Make it you sound tired. No, I just woke up. I haven't eaten anything or drunk anything yet, except water. So I just started the stream right away. People about algebraic topology for change cookie noise. Yeah, the cookie noise, of course. hide a comedian. Finally, we have a comedian in the chat. About time. On the stream. I love your videos. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I really am glad that you like them. Working on another one right now. 2797. We're at 2795. Oh, close. That's good. Okay. My taskbar keeps breaking. A tad fair bit annoying. Alright. First one in the right, just stop not divided by 1. That's really true. 1 at the bottom. Did it finish? Yes, it did. Sweet. Now we can do like just a bunch. So 97 to, let's do 27. Wait, no. 97 to 817 actually. And then each time we want it to be 64, correct? 63? Oh, 64. Oh yeah, 1 divided by 0, that makes sense. 65, there we go. And each time we want to add 64 to it. Let's see if my theory is correct. It is! Would you look at that? Each time we get a different number. Like that at the bottom. There we go. No, give me a second. I got 777 clicks, but I don't have the old clicker on. So the preparation for the next video, I assume. It's not only preparation for the next video, it is just me working on the next video. It is just the next video, yes. This next one will be computer science video about data and the different ways you can read binary numbers, hence the binaries on the screen, and hence the really funky distribution showcasing how they work. And actually, I would like to add some more to it, maybe. Number to 563. So each of these lines is just the top number divided by a different bottom number. Make it happen. I just realized that 10 is in every base the base. Obviously, it has to be, if that's what you mean. If you mean like that 1 0 is the base itself in every base, then yes, because once you reach the limit of the first digit, you need to expand to the second digit, which tells you exactly what the maximum is for that digit. What? Obviously, it has to be. Alright. Well, we've done this still. 64 each line. Top number different. Bottom. Alright, 30 point to the left is just the top number divided by 63, which means it's gonna be the exact same thing except offset to left by 2. Yes. As I assumed your videos take hours. They do. They take days. Sometimes weeks. But this one we've got done fairly swiftly. Was it a week? I do believe. Which isn't too bad. Yeah, 6 days. Means it will be a week. Great! I'll take a week. A week isn't bad. It could be worse. It could certainly be worse. Well, I still need to finish it. Hopefully I'll finish it today, but that's hopefully. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises just yet. 63. That's where we begin. No, the 1. Which means plus 64. There we go. Saying obviously like a true mathematician. Funny enough, actually, Roblox in the next video will be the mathematics video, and one of the first, when I talk about fields, I mentioned some property of fields, and then instead of explaining it, I just say that the proof is left up to the reader. Like a true mathematician. Okay, right here we might need a bit more than 20. 20 might not be enough. I could just amend the geometry nodes for this. But I think that's a pretty good visualization of the points, anyway. Okay. Duh. The more you go deeper, the more you trust me, bro, starts to appear. Not really, no. Till the very end, you do have the proper explanations for stuff. It's just that most people are too lazy to understand these proper explanations. Like, the reason why you have the proof is left up to the reader in different textbooks isn't because of the person writing it, because the person writing it could just copy paste the proof. It's because of the people reading it. And we all like to pretend that we'd all like to see the proof for ourselves and, you know, and we don't want to trust them, we want to verify. But no one actually cares. Absolutely no one actually cares. It's just a way to make us feel better. I had the same thing with, you know, elementary particles. Where basically with quarks, there were only the simple textbooks and the incredibly advanced textbooks. So I just said screw it and I went with the simple ones. I couldn't understand the advanced ones. The purest mathematician I know. I mean, it's a bit of a misnomer because the pure there should refer to the mathematics, right? To me, Reblax is just the stereotype. Oh, hold on. To me, Reblax is this. This is basically like... I think that if you had to describe Reblax to someone, this would be the best description you can give. No, I got another 777. I need to click now. You can't just do a math joke in French without explaining it. Please elaborate, make it. I will not, in fact, elaborate. No. The proof is left up to the reader on that one. Hold on, I'm clicking cookies. Okay. Oh, finished rendering. Lovely. What's next? What's next? Divided by a bottom number. That's the pattern. There's like just top number divided by a different bottom number. Which means right here what we want is a cylinder. Oh, jeez. Move it up by 1, move it down by negative however many. Negative 4.75. I don't trust it. Well, I'll be. There it is. Now we just want to make it thinner, much thinner. It has to be around the thinness of a point. There we go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this should be, in fact, correct. So, can I do... Oh my goodness, that is great. That is great news. I can in fact. Alright. So, we can do trigonometric functions. That's nice. That's because, let's think. This will be 1 divided by 1. Oh yeah, but it's stretched. Oh, piss. This will be the the make it all piss moment. You're welcome. Oh, okay. So basically, I might need geometry notes for this. So basically, we have our cylinder, right? Now this cylinder will want to transform. Okay. Now. now. Mailsmaker, I was thinking, if you don't want to ever explain finite, you could have a bit of a all sound effects. Suppose you should explain final fields since you won't do it. No, I mean, I could explain final fields. I just don't want to do it because I think it's funny to keep everyone on their toes and keep them wondering about if final fields could exist or not. What are you rotating? Oh, that's translation. I'm the idiot here. Never mind. Now what are you rotating? Hold on. That's not how rotation should work. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that guy, but how are you rotating this? Oh, right. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Right. What we want instead is we want to thin it out right here beforehand. Yes, that makes so much sense. There we go. 0.01. There. Okay. Yeah. That checks out. That checks out. That's correct. Now we can rotate. Sweet. Okay, so let's think about it mathematically. Hi there, math lover. What a perfect timing you have. Okay. Let's think about it mathematically. First of all, when we have a rotation, x and y, we could just take the x and y coordinate of the first point in theory, but that's lazy. Hi the Blades, would you study in a university? Funny enough, I've never gone to a university. This would be normally. So here's the thing, we'll have one input, and that input will be 1 divided by x. Now, based on that 1 divided by x, we will want to... Actually, x divided, yeah. We will want to... Jeez, why are you rotating so quick? That's not what I meant at all. I already screwed up somewhere and I don't even... Oh yeah, because it's 0, I'm an idiot. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, great. So, change that to be an integer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Now, did I do it correctly? I don't think so. I think it should be... height, which will be... Oh. I'm fine. I'm not struggling in the slightest. Thank you everyone for asking, but I'm fine. I can manage. I can do this. Why are you so knowledgeable then? I do science when I'm bored. You know, what else is there to do in life? Might as well do science. Okay, first let's set it up correctly. So basically the maximum height of these points, there are 6,536 points, 2 to the 16th. Now the maximum height is 13. Yes. Let me think now. Hold on. I need to think for a second because this is rough on me for some reason. Basically, I can just solve this in Blender, I guess, and only then start implementing it. That would be the smart way to do it. Okay, so for each point right here, we want to get its angle. OA, we just need tangent of opposite divided by adjacent, and the pickle there, then we'll obviously need to convert it to degrees, but that's simpler. The pickle there is how do we get the O, how do we get the A? Well then, hi the Thar, hi. How do you get the O? How do you get the A? Well, the maximum O is 65536, and once you reach that index, then you get onto then your height is 13. The maximum width-wise is 500, and once you get that value, then you are at 14. Which means we want to do it so that if you are on 1 and 1, you will be on the same number. Which means using these two, we want to do it so that if you reach 1 and 1 on both of them, you are at the same height as you are on the width. Sigma has 3 forms, fine forms, so it's kind of like Frieza. I've never heard that before, but know what? I can see the argument there. Oh, it's just divide by this, correct? Get the height of the point. Wait, but I can't get the height of the point either. Oh, I need to do it the opposite way. And right here we want the arctangent, not the tangent. Arctangent. I'm gonna take a wild guess that it's going to be multiplied by this. Or this. No. Only there is it slowing. Or maybe I'm multiplying it too early. Wait, no, hold on, that's not quite accurate either, because that should be 500 divided by 14, and this should be 65,536 divided by 13. Backwards? I am guessing. I am just purely guessing right now. What is the... Because if I get the xy coordinate of the first point in any given line, will that help me? Yes, it will. Can I calculate that? Oh, I got the dragon harvest. Oh. That's convenient. The only problem is that I'm not really upgraded yet to the point where Dragon Harvest will help. How long does it last? 2 minutes? It's always been 2 minutes. That's maddening for a Dragon Harvest. I can just chillax around town. How do I get the points? The first point in each division? Well, for the height, it's going up linearly, and then it's dividing. And let's make it. I mean, I always pronounce it as make it because that lets me do the puns, like, you know, make it happen. So that's why I always pronounce it this way. You can go whichever I want, I don't really care. How is your sourdough coming along? Is it still going? I have no idea how long the process of making sourdough takes. You're still working on that single sourdough, or is that a different one? Oh, you sourdoughrizer. How else do people pronounce it? Make it. There is a couple. I mean, you have Makit, for example. That's another one. You have Makit. These are very similar, but still. There are different pronunciations. I can see the argument. Mahit, I don't know. I can see the argument though. The height is 13 divided by 63. 65,536. That's the height multiplied by the index, which will be a 1. The width will be 14 divided by 500. That's the width. And then, so that's the height. The width will be this, both these divided by. The width will be this multiplied by our value. And then we divide the top one by the bottom one. Like so. No, we don't. We obviously do not. Clearly we do not. What's wrong? What did I do wrong? I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? Oh, so sourdough is kind of like a pet. You just you just feed it and slowly eat it over time. You know, like you do with pets. What am I doing incorrectly? I am really struggling to understand. Let's have a think. Is it because of the default offset? Like originally all of them would be... No, that's not right. That's not right at all. This should give us the first one, which is what we want. A spooky avatar? What do you mean spooky? It is kind of hard to guess what that avatar is supposed to be, but you know what? I'm leaving it there. I like it. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? the position of this point. Should I use tangents of arctangent? No. Arctangent. I know what I'm doing. Damn it! Of course, I forgot about that step. Yeah, so now I need to retry everything. Because that changes the game completely. Yes, the width is no longer 14 actually. What was the width like? I don't remember. It might be 13 as well. Object... background. 13. The height... Well, that cannot be 13 as well. No, that does look like a square actually. So what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? It's so close. I don't want to just multiply it by a random value until we get the correct orientation. Because that's dumb. But I mean... Let's see. Is the offset correct at the very least? No, it's not. Okay, so it's all just bad. That's great news. We're dividing it by its height. Oh, we should multiply the height, not the width. Opposite divided by... Yes, we should multiply the height. This is very difficult. Our height is just... Oh, but to the height we also need to add the offset. Fudge! Okay. For this point, so this is... Let's start over. This multiplied by our integer there we go. Just as a quick test. 65, okay. So this add 64. It gives us the height of this point. This is the height. Okay, this right here is the height of this point. And then as we keep adding numbers to it, it increases. Then for the x-coordinate, it will be this multiplied by this multiplied by so this is our unit. And how many of those units will we have? We will have 1 divided by x, where x is this value. We can do it the lazy way because it's fine. Subtract. No, just divide. 1 divided by x. There we go. The y coordinate, x coordinate. Now we can opposite and adjacent. So this and this. Plug it into the arctangent. And that would be great if not for the fact that what is happening? I plugged in the wrong thing here, didn't I? What is happening? This is in degrees, correct? Never mind, it's in radians. Alright, that also helps. Now it's going backwards. Is minus? We can always just multiply -1. Now it's going the other way. Okay, great. And right here we can rotate it but by 90 degrees. Oh my goodness, I am incredible. Well, almost. This is ever so slightly off. Damn it! Why is it off? Why is it off? Oh, why is it ever so slightly off? And as you keep going, it's getting more and more misaligned. Oh, why is it ever so slightly off? That sounds like we're dividing by the index, when in reality we should add 1 to the index or subtract something from the index. 1 multiplied by this. Is it because we're not accounting for the height? No, we are accounting for the height, aren't we? At 1, this should be perfect, and yet it is not. Nothing like some good old-fashioned manual alignment. Figuring out why it doesn't work would be a much better course of action, because then I wouldn't have to guess. Why is it ever so slightly misaligned? That is the question. Is it because we should add 63? No, 64, definitely 64. Oh, it hits the first point perfectly. It's the later points that struggle. So is my math just straight up incorrect? Because it does hit the first point perfectly. It's just that the later points are apparently not on that line. Which really doesn't make sense. They should be. Why don't the later points on the line hit? Is it because this is supposed to start a bit higher up? Where are we starting it? We're starting it at 0. It hits the first point perfectly. Why doesn't it hit the rest as well? This should be 2 divided, because here's the thing. This is 1 divided by 1, 2 divided by 1, 3 divided by 1, 4 divided by 1, 5 divided by 1. We need to move this up. Or actually maybe down. 89. No, up. 91. Close enough. I think this could be close enough. I don't get why these points don't fall on the line. I think it must be due to the way I'm visualizing them somehow. Is it the depth? No, it's not. The depth is exactly the same. The first point lies perfectly. Let's do 80. Alright. Okay, everyone, listen. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat something. Then, hopefully I'll try to finish this video today. We'll see. We'll see. We will see what I can do. And so yeah, I guess that'll be it. And so for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.